In this video, I'm going to be going over how we can relate Q and K to decide which way our reaction will proceed when we dissolve an insoluble solid into water. So if we have a beaker of water and we continue with our discussion of lead, chloride, we dissolve this into water. We have some ions start to form, a small amount. We know the equilibrium reaction for this lead chloride being dissolved in water is going to be PbCl2 solid goes to lead and Cl minus. So now that we have gone over Ksp and Qsp, what do the values of Q and K tell us about this reaction? Well, there are three possible scenarios. One, Qsp is equal to Ksp. If Qsp is equal to Ksp, that means Qsp, meaning what we have in our reaction right now, so the concentration of our lead and chloride ions, are at equilibrium. So Qsp is equal to Ksp. If 2 Qsp is less than Ksp, that means we need to increase Q. We need to make Q bigger. Now remember, Qsp is equal to products over reactants. So in order to make Q bigger, we would need to increase the concentration of our products. So in order to increase the concentration of our products, we would need to shift this reaction to the right. In other words, focus on running this reaction in the forward direction to make more lead and chloride ions. So this solid should start dissolving some more lead and chloride. So in our third scenario, if Qsp is greater than Ksp, we know that Qsp is products of reactants. If Q is greater, then that means we need to decrease our products and increase our reactants. So what we should do in order to decrease our products is stop making our lead and chloride ions and shift this reaction to the left. So if Qsp becomes greater than Ksp, that means that we went a little bit too far with this reaction. That means we made too much of our lead and chloride ions, and we need to actually start forming some more solid because we overshot our reaction and we made Q bigger than K. So when Qsp is equal to Ksp, we are at equilibrium. We have made the correct amount of ions from this solid at the bottom of this beaker. When Qsp is less than Ksp, at this given moment in the reaction, Qsp, meaning what we have in the reaction, is less than K. We need to increase Q by making more products, shifting this reaction to the right to see more lead and chloride ions form. And when Qsp is greater than Ksp, we need to shift this reaction to the left, make less lead and chloride ions. We actually made too many of them. So we will see these ions actually start to form a little bit more of that solid at the bottom of the beaker.